Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidyaguru, starting a new session on current affairs. This is going to be the November month session. That means I'm going to deliver the current affairs for the month of November. As you guys can make out that I'm going to speak, I'm going to converse with you only in English medium. That means this session is not at all in Hindi. If you are not comfortable with the English session, you can go to the Hindi one also, that is also there in the playlist. You have to be aware of something. If I actually deliver current affairs, they are meaningful for almost all the exams. They are actually useful for all the exams, whichever you will be writing, believe me, if that has the section of current affairs. It is not in particular for SSC or for bank exams or for DSSB or CDS or KVS. There are many exams in the country. They take place and you can actually write those exams with such sort of preparation in which these current affairs can be watched. As you guys can see, this session is going to be completely in English medium. If you are comfortable with the language, you can keep watching it. If you are not, you can switch to the Hindi session that is also there in the playlist. We record such sort of complete English medium sessions for our students from South India, for our students from Northeast India, those students who are in Karnataka, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, or maybe in Assam, those who are not comfortable with Hindi, we record such sort of complete English medium sessions primarily for them. But if you are comfortable, you can keep watching such a session. But before starting, let's say if I am going to start the session, but before starting, I really want you to like the session. Press the like button for sure. Share the video and subscribe to our channel if you have not till now. Press the bell icon alongside. That is how you'll receive notifications of all exam relevant videos which we upload. Let's begin from here. To be very frank with you, as soon as I start, we will be learning at least 50 new questions from this video alone. You will be studying a lot, but this sort of, you can say topic wise session in which all the questions, all the relevant questions at a place is, given to you. Please believe me, you have to learn. You have to watch till the end. Don't miss anything. The first point is United Nations External Auditors Panel Vice Chairman. But when I start this session, you must know that this is a topic-wise current affairs session in which you can actually prepare notes by writing topics, as their headings, and under them, you can keep writing, keep adding newer points as I'm actually delivering. So latest appointments is the heading. If I generally say that the photos are there, try to attach yourself, try to look at them often so that, they can register in your brains. If you can do that, Mr. Murmu is there, as you can see. He's actually not the president. He's somebody else, as I'm actually calling him he. You understand that? Not our president. This person is Comptroller Auditor General of the country. So Comptroller Auditor General Girish Chandra Murmu has become External Auditors Panel, and he has become the Vice Chairman of that panel. And I'm referring to United Nations panel. I'll repeat. United Nations External Auditors Panel Vice Chairman Girish Chandra Murmu, who is our Comptroller Auditor General. Next, FICCI President. When you refer to FICCI, that means I'm actually referring to somebody who has that sort of reputation, a person who's already at a very good position. Only those persons can actually obtain such sort of ranks. So FICCI's president is something big, to be very frank with you, and he already holds such a position. He is the MD and CEO of Mahindra Group, and he's going to become Anish Shah. He is going to become FICCI's president, next president. I'll repeat. Next FICCI president, Anish Shah. Next FICCI president, Anish Shah. West Bengal has, changed, or you can say has got a new brand ambassador. He's not Shah Rukh Khan, he's Saurav Ganguly now. As you can see, West Bengal's new brand ambassador, Saurav Ganguly. So he's like very, very famous cricketer, does not require any introduction. You already know him. So Saurav Ganguly is the next brand ambassador for West Bengal, Argentina. So Argentina's president, Argentina's next president, who's going to be the president now. So he is also an economist. So a person who's, quite literate. Argentina's next president. So countries, have the habit of, you can say appointing or voting. Even the countrymen have the habit of voting for those people who are quite literate. So economist, Javier Milei, they see the literacy of the person, Freedom Advances Party. So I'm actually repeating it. I'll say that again. Argentina's next president is going to be Javier Milei. Freedom Advances Party he belongs to. The next point is Spain's Prime Minister. Although Pedro Sanchez, we already know the name because when he became the president, when he became the Prime Minister of Spain, I taught you the name back then also. He has actually become the Prime Minister of Spain once again. His name is Pedro Sanchez and he is from Spanish Socialist Workers Party. Spanish Socialist Workers Party. So Spain's PM for the second term, Pedro Sanchez. I'll make you revise all that. Keep looking at it. Don't get bored, please, because that is how, by repeating, the important details twice, you will be able to retain them. That's what I believe. Latest appointments. I'll repeat the name of Girish Chandra Murmu. He's the CAG of the country, and he has been appointed Vice Chairman of United Nations External Auditors Panel. Anish Shah, MD and CEO of Mahindra Group, has actually become or is going to become FICCI's president. West Bengal's new brand ambassador Saurav Ganguly. Freedom Advances Party, Javier Milei is the name of the person. He's going to be the next president of Argentina. The next question is about Spain. Spain's Prime Minister, once again sworn in, and his name is Pedro Sanchez, and Pedro Sanchez is from Spanish Socialist Workers Party. Let's move to the next point. Okay, the next set of questions on your screen, which is about India in Focus. India in Focus, let's see what is happening. India in Focus, see if something, was done by Prime Minister himself. Such sort of questions are actually asked. India Mobile Congress was such an event. It was quite huge, sort of you can say a huge telecommunication event. So India Mobile Congress. So India Mobile Congress, 7th time it was taking place and it took place in New Delhi. What was the theme? Theme was global digital innovation. Global digital innovation was the theme. I'll repeat. India Mobile Congress, 7th numbers. India Mobile Congress, 7th numbers took place in New Delhi, held in New Delhi. Theme was global digital innovation. The theme was global digital innovation. World Food India 23, World Food India 2023 was actually happening the second time. Happening for the second time. So held in New Delhi, once again, prosperity, processing for prosperity was the theme. Prosperity means growth, means upliftment, means something is thriving, that is prosperity. So processing for prosperity was the theme of World Food Day. Is that? It is World Food India 2023. To be very frank with you, New Delhi was the place where it took place. The name was quite strange. It was World Food India 2023, held in New Delhi. The next question was India International Science 9th Numbers Festival. India International Science Festival took place in Faridabad, Haryana, and it was happening for the 9th time. Believe me, such sort of minute detail is of some importance for you. India International Science Festival. India International Science Festival took place in Faridabad, Haryana, and it was happening for the 9th time. Visa-free travel to Indians by Thailand and Sri Lanka. See, it is in news. People have started talking about that Vietnam will be the next country where visa-free travel by Indians can be, possible. And you need not be happy about it. They have actually made visa-free travel available for Malaysia, and there are many other countries, They have done that for them too. So visa-free travel, Indians get excited. We get excited while listening to such a thing that visa-free travel will be provided to us. So visa-free travel to Thailand and Sri Lanka. So these two countries have actually allowed visa-free travel for Indians. P20, we are talking about parliaments. So 9th numbers P20 summit. 9th numbers P20 summit. It was actually, the theme was important actually. That is the reason I'm actually, focusing it on. Parliaments for one earth, one family, one future. Parliaments for one earth, parliaments for one family, parliaments for one future, because they have to show that parliaments are important. That is why P20 summit. It was happening for the 9th time. I hope you have recognized. I'm not going to waste your time at all. Whatever I'm teaching is important. Believe me, you have to just learn them. India in Focus was the title. India Mobile Congress took place in New Delhi, happening for the 7th time. Global Digital Innovation was the theme. World Food India 2023, happening for the 2nd time. Processing for Prosperity was the theme for it in New Delhi, happening for the 2nd time in New Delhi, and the theme was Prosperity, Processing for Prosperity. 9th time India International Science Festival took place in Faridabad, Haryana. Visa-free travel for Indians to Thailand and Sri Lanka. 9th P20 Summit theme was Parliaments for One Earth, One Family, One Future. So that's the theme. Believe me, you have to learn each and every bit of it. See, whatever I've written, you have to learn that. If you understand that we are going to deliver everything in a meaningful way, you can join us also. Whichever exam you are writing, will try to help in every possible manner. So the videos can be delivered, or the classes, the live classes are there. The classroom sessions are also available. You can dial these numbers which are given below. You can call us up. You can speak with our executives. They'll guide you for the right course if you're not comfortable in speaking with anybody. Online.vidyaguru.in is the website. You can go and buy the course of your choice from there only. So I'll actually be back on the page. It is awards and prizes. Languages are also available. You can select your favorite language. It can be Hindi, it can be complete English as I am delivering it. So awards and prizes is the heading, and Miss Universe 2023, 72nd time this pageant was taking place. This beauty pageant was taking place. The 72nd time Miss Universe beauty pageant was taking place in El Salvador. El Salvador was the place where this Miss Universe beauty pageant took place. You understand that you know, Miss Thailand, Miss India, Miss Australia, and apart from that, Miss Nicaragua. Yes, she became the Miss Universe, so that is why I have to mention her specifically. I am saying for the very first time, these women do come, visit the place. They participate in such sort of contest, and the winner is here on the screen. It is Shenis Palacio. Shenis Palacio is the name of the girl, who has actually become the Miss Universe, and she is the first girl from Nicaragua. So Nicaragua's first Miss Universe, Shenis Palacio is the name of this girl. Host country was El Salvador. I've already told you that. First runner-up from Thailand, second runner-up from Australia. That is also quite amazing because they could actually defeat a lot many girls to come this up. Antonio Porcel, she's from Thailand. Moria Wilson, she's from Australia. I'll repeat. Miss Universe 23 happening for the 72nd time in El Salvador. Shenis Palacio from Nicaragua, first runner-up, Antonio Porcel, and second runner-up, Moria Wilson. The next one is Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. Believe me, even this award is significant. Michael Douglas is a Hollywood actor that you know. Quite famous, that you also know. If you watch English movies, you obviously, like Michael Douglas, everybody, does that. So Michael Douglas is the person who received Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award at 54th numbers. I'm referring to, yes, Film Festival, International Film Festival of India. So 54th IFFI, in which Michael Douglas received Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. International Emmy Awards. They were in, conversation, like they were in news. People were talking about it, that, Veer Das received Emmy Awards. So Emmy Awards were actually given. International Emmy Awards were provided to Veer Das for comedy and Ekta Kapoor for directorate. Apart from that, you have to learn something else that I'll be mentioning further. I'll be highlighting it once. Emmy Award, Veer Das. This category is important. Ekta Kapoor for Directorate Award. JCB Prize for Literature. So JCB Prize is given for literature. Who received it? The person is Perumal Murugan. Perumal Murugan for his creation Firebird. Perumal Murugan's creation Firebird. So received the award, JCB Prize for Literature. I'll repeat what I've taught you till now. Miss Universe 72nd numbers title was taking place in El Salvador. Shanice Palacio was the one from Nicaragua, could become Miss Universe. Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award to Michael Douglas. International Emmy Awards to Veer Das for comedy. Ekta Kapoor for directorate. JCB Prize for literature to Perumal Murugan for Firebird. Let's keep going. Now sports updates on your screen. Quite important, you understand that. Sports updates, national games. We all know that national games are quite significant. They actually, come up with more and more opportunities for the players who try to play, who try to obtain some place, further, like, the games which take place like Commonwealth, Asian or Olympics. So national games, they set grounds for them. Maharashtra does quite well in every game, you know that. And most of the times they are able to make it. So national games, 37th time they were taking place, were in Goa. Were taking place in Goa, that is what I meant. Maharashtra remained on top, services remained on the second place, and the third place was given to Haryana. When you refer to this thing, because people start assuming only the names of the states can be there. These are the names of the teams which are actually participating. So the name of the team is services also. So they have won that. Maharashtra first, second services, the third one was Haryana. And the most important question comes up here, that the sponsor was also there, because sponsors are almost there. Sponsor was Paytm for national games, which took place in Goa for the 37th time. Let's keep going. Ballon d'Or for exceptionally good bowlers, footballers, that is what I meant. So when you talk about Lionel Messi or Ronaldo, every time you listen to such a thing all the time, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, these are the two favorite, players of everybody. You know that. Although people have started correcting, them, that we also have, good players. I back you on that. But here we are talking about only Ballon d'Or. So stop, saying this right now. Ballon d'Or for the best sort of footballers. 8th time Lionel Messi is receiving it. So Ballon d'Or, men's to Lionel Messi, and he's from Argentina. Next one is women's. She's from Spain. Her name is Aitana Bonmati. Aitana Bonmati is the name of the lady. Women's Ballon d'Or, men's Ballon d'Or. Lionel Messi, Aitana Bonmati. Now I've actually mentioned the names of these two great players. India Women's Asian Hockey Championship. I want to, write it down, hockey here. So it is written here only. So Women Asian Championship Trophy. Women Asian Championship Trophy. Lifted by India only by defeating Japan. And it was taking place in Ranchi, Jharkhand. To be very frank with you, it is Asian, something of, repute. As you can see, some time back I was telling you that Mr. Soren, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, came out with Juhi, some video back. If you haven't watched those videos, you can go and check them out. Juhi came out as the mascot and all. So during that time, it was taking place. Now we are through with it. India defeated Japan in Women's Asian Trophy. World sort of events, Asian sort of events, Commonwealth sort of events, they're obviously significant. So it is Women's Asian Championship Trophy. Hockey was happening for the 7th time, not in India. In total, it was happening the 7th time. That 7th one took place in India. Ranchi, Jharkhand was the place. India defeated Japan. Even that is important. So the winning nation and the runner-up nation, both are important. FIFA World Cup 2034 will be hosted by Saudi Arabia. People will keep, will be saying that in 2034, we are not sure what will happen and all. Why are you talking about 34? Because they have started talking about it. Such things are pre-planned. They have to plan it beforehand. The countries, start the preparation accordingly, because they are, bigger events. So FIFA World Cup 2034 will be hosted by Saudi Arabia. Germany defeated Australia. Germany defeated Australia. So whosoever defeats Australia, we all get happy about it. So Germany defeated Australia and won Sultan of Johor Cup, and it was happening in Malaysia. Germany, Sultan of Johor 2023, lifted by Germany by defeating Australia in Malaysia. I'll actually make the repetition none. National Games 23 took place in Goa, 37th time. Maharashtra Services and Haryana won respectively. That means they were in this order, won that. Paytm was the sponsor. Leo Messi from Argentina, Itna Bonmati from Spain won Ballon d'Or in men's and women's category. India defeated Japan in Ranchi, Jharkhand. The sports trophy was taking place, the championship was taking place the 7th time. It was Women's Asian Champions Trophy. It is about hockey now. FIFA World Cup will be hosted by Saudi Arabia in 2034, and Germany defeated Australia in Malaysia to lift Sultan of Johor Cup 2023. Let's keep going. Now the defense news on the screen. Defense news, Austrahind. So Australia is there, India is there. So Australia is there, India is there. Hind is also India, we all know that. So I need not tell you the names of the countries. The topic is defense news. If you haven't pressed the like button, I'm waiting for the same. Do so. Please do so, because I have actually obtained this sort of information for you and I believe that you're watching them. Try to write each and everything. If you're not able to write, the PDFs are available on our portal as well at a very nominal charge for the entire year. When you actually make the payment, be patient, because the executive is going to call you up, will take your details and they'll be sending you through the email. You'll be receiving all the PDFs for the entire year. That too in such a nominal charge. That is available on our website. It is online.vidyaguru.in. And it is Austrahind. They can ask you such a minute detail. It is, what sort of exercise was it? It was a joint army exercise. Military, they mention it like that. Naval, so army exercise. Joint army exercise between Australia and India was happening for the second time. The place was Perth, Australia. Perth, Australia. Mitra Shakti between India and Sri Lanka. Mitra Shakti between India and Sri Lanka. It is a military exercise. Was happening for the 9th time. Mitra Shakti 2023 was happening the 9th time. It is a military exercise. It is between India and Sri Lanka. On is the place which is in Pune, where this military exercise between India and Sri Lanka, which is Mitra Shakti, which was happening for the 9th time, took place. Umroi, Meghalaya is the venue for Vajra Prahar. So Vajra Prahar was happening for the 14th time. Vajra Prahar was happening for the 14th time. Between India and USA, no, I don't wish to speak like that. Armies of India and armies of USA, I wish to speak like that. That is how armies can also be there. What kind of exercise it is, you get to know about it like that. Vajra Prahar, the 14th time. Umroi, Meghalaya was the venue for it between India and USA. That is all right. Bongo Sagar exercise and Corpat coordinated patrol. So coordinated patrol was happening the 5th time. Bongo Sagar the 4th time. Coordinated patrol, Corpat the 5th time between India and Bangladesh, and the place was Bay of Bengal. The venue was Bay of Bengal. That means indirectly, as water was there, that is how I told you these are the navies. Bongo Sagar, the word Sagar, naval exercise. Coordinated patrol, Corpat, if you are aware, if you have heard about it already, you are aware that we are referring to naval exercises. Bongo Sagar, 4th time. Corpat, 5th time. India and Bangladesh Navy. Venue, Bay of Bengal. The 5th question is Zorawar. See, the name seems to be like some villain, has the name Zorawar. So some powerful name. What is it? DRDO and Larsen and Toubro. DRDO, Larsen and Toubro, that means L&T and DRDO came up. It is India made, indigenous light tank. It was made by DRDO and Larsen and Toubro. It is basically light tank for high altitude. When you move up, when you go up, like height is there. So for height, you require something lighter. That is Zorawar. It is a light tank for high altitude produced by DRDO. The work is like of DRDO and L&T. So I'll repeat what I've taught you. In defense news section, Austrahind, Perth, Australia. Mitra Shakti on Pune between India and Sri Lanka. Vajra Prahar Umroi, Meghalaya, India and USA. Bongo Sagar and Korpat, India and Bangladesh in Bay of Bengal. Zorawar, light tank for high altitude developed by DRDO and L&T. Let's move ahead. The questions are very, very significant. I have to tell you often, that's my job. That is how you don't lose interest. Keep watching it till the end. The questions are, believe me, very significant. You will see them in your exams for sure, at least 3 to 4 questions. World Tsunami Awareness Day is observed on 5th November. The theme is fighting inequality for a resilient future. Although the theme is quite stylish sort of, the theme is quite cool sort of, but it will take you time, as in you're supposed to spend some time on it. You have to learn it, you have to repeat it quite often. It is fighting inequality for a resilient future. Fighting inequality. Inequality is being fought and it is for resilient future. World Tsunami Awareness Day, 5th November. World Children's Day. So I'm not talking about our Children's Day, which is on 14th November. Fortunately, it falls in the same month. So ours is on 14th November. Our Chacha Nehru's birthday, it is 20th November. World Children's Day is observed in the same month. It is 20th November. And the theme is for every child, every right. For every child, every right. So World Children's Day, 20th of November. National Ayurveda Day, which is also addressed as Dhanvantri Jayanti. It is observed on 10th of November and the theme is Ayurveda for One Health. Tagline was Ayurveda for everyone, every day. At times they replace the theme like that. They mention 2 of them as the theme. So I've mentioned 2 of them. Don't be bothered too much. You have to learn all. Theme Ayurveda for One Health, that was the theme, and the tagline was Ayurveda for everyone, every day. I've written it clearly. You have to learn it in this manner only. So National Ayurveda Day, it is 10th of November. It is not World Ayurveda Day, it is National Ayurveda Day. International Day for Eradication of Poverty. So poverty has to be removed. Poverty has to be obliterated. You are supposed to reduce poverty. That is what I meant. So International Day for Eradication of Poverty. So International Day for spreading the poverty can't be celebrated. It has to be eradication of poverty. So it is observed on 17th of October. The theme was decent work, social protection, putting dignity in practice for all. I'm going to repeat. See, although this theme is like, I cannot make you learn that in one video. You have to write it down. You have to learn it by spending some time on it. Let's revise. World Tsunami Awareness Day, 5th November. World Children's Day, 20th November. National Ayurveda Day, 10th November. International Day for Eradication of Poverty is observed on 17th of October. So I'm assuming with that I'm wrapping up and you've pressed the like button. So if you've liked it, do press the like button. Thank you so much for watching.